Today we're going to talk about the new project parts filter feature available now on Clear Estimates Pro. This is a great way to quickly surface items in your project based on description, category, quantity, cost, and more. And it saves you the trouble of looking through a long list of project parts to find a specific item or cost. Plus, you can also create custom reports of your filtered items, perfect for when you need a list of parts from a specific part category, or maybe creating a trade-specific scope of work for a sub. So let's go ahead and get started. So you can see I'm here on my projects page. I'm logged into Clear Estimates Pro as we speak. I've already assembled an estimate for a drywall and flooring job. Now, if I want to filter items in my project, I can do that right up here using this filter option right up here at the top. So you'll see where it says plus filter. And if we click that, we can see all of the different criteria we can use to filter our project parts. So we can filter based on description, category, whether or not a part is a favorite part, whether or not a part has an image attached. You can also filter by part quantity, the unit type of the part, the total cost before markup, or the total cost with markup. So you have all these different options, and you can use a combination of filters in your project to surface very specific items. So just for example, let's go ahead and filter by description. So I'm going to go ahead and click description, and I'd like to see all of the drywall parts in my estimate. So I'm going to go ahead and type in drywall here and apply. And then now we're looking at only the parts in my estimate that have the term drywall in my description column here. So we just see a handful of parts for drywall. Down here at the bottom, it's going to indicate to us how many parts of the total project parts are we currently seeing. So we're seeing 5 of our 33 project parts. And up here, we can see an indicator showing us which specific filter is applied. So we see description contains drywall. If we wanted to adjust that, we can click that here and make any adjustments if we wanted to search for a different description. And if we want to remove that filter, we can just click this clear option right up here at the top. And that'll take us back to square one where we're looking at all the parts in our project. So let's do that again. This time I'm going to click filter. I'm going to go ahead and grab category. And then if we want to look at specific part categories in the estimate, it's going to show us a list of all possible part categories. And we can use these checkboxes to tell Clear Estimates which category to filter by. So if I just want to see all of my general demolition parts, I can go ahead and click that. And maybe I want to see general demolition parts as well as project prep items. I'm going to go ahead and click that as well. So you can select as many as you want to view at once, and then it's going to filter those parts accordingly. Again, here we're seeing 7 out of 33 parts. And then if we click this, we can see which specific part categories we're filtering if we want to add or remove any of those. So I'm going to go ahead and clear that. And then keep in mind, you can also apply multiple filters to the project here. So if I want to click filter, and maybe I want to see drywall parts again, but I only want to see drywall parts that have a quantity above 200 square feet. So I can use a combination of different filters to surface the parts I need. So I'm going to go ahead and click description. I'm going to go ahead and type in drywall. So now we're looking at a handful of drywall parts, and I'll apply it. But now I want to also filter by part quantity. So I'm going to go ahead and grab quantity here. And when we grab quantity, there's going to be a list of different options. So we can filter by whether a part quantity is equal to a specific value, not equal to it, greater than a value, greater than or equal to a value, less than or equal to a value. So in this case, I'm going to go ahead and grab greater than or equal to. And again, I'm trying to find drywall parts that have a quantity above 200 square feet. So I'm going to go ahead and type in 200. We'll apply it. And now we're seeing that we're not only filtering by drywall parts, we're also filtering by drywall parts with a quantity that is 200 or above. And now we see just a handful of items here. So now if I wanted to create a custom report out of my filtered items, all I need to do is find this export project option right up here at the top right, and I can export a custom report to PDF, to Word, or to Excel. So we're going to go ahead and grab print to PDF here. When we do so, we can see that filtered parts only is selected, and then we have all of our standard export column options down here at the bottom. Be mindful we can include the markup in the costs if we choose, just like normal. So I can go ahead and turn that on. And if we wanted a summary report, which is just summarized at the category level, we can also click on the summary option to get a summary report. In this case, I want to see all of the line item details, so I'm just going to leave that as is, and we'll go ahead and click export. So here it is. Here is a custom report of just the items I filtered. And then we're just seeing the criteria that I specified in my filters here listed in the reports with the total cost. Now, in this case, I kept it subdivided by component. So it is organizing this report by component. If I didn't want that, there is options for that. If I head back into the software and go up into my options tool, top right corner, and then I can find this option here for view table documents underneath report settings. And this is where I can choose whether or not to subdivide that report by component and a few other options related to that report as well. Just make sure you click save down here at the bottom right after any adjustments you make there. So I'm going to head back into the project now. And just to recap, if you want to apply a custom filter to your project parts, you're just going to be here on the projects page. You're going to click your filter option. You're going to choose any combination of filters you'd like, and you're going to specify your criteria. And then it's going to filter those project parts accordingly. And then we can create custom reports of those filtered items. Thank you so much for joining us. And for answers to more questions like this, head to help.clearestimates.com.